anything, if you really want to create a decent navy, and you want to do something that is effective and not wasteful of resources, what I would strongly suggest you do is that you probably go with mechanized infantry and armored fighting vehicles or Bradleys. Okay, depending upon which doctrine that you're using. I would use those, and I would make sure to get them up here to level 4 so that you can airlift them. It's the only reason why you want to do that, because the tanks, it takes till like level 7, and that is too long. If you need to be able to, especially if you're planning on navy, you need to be able to have an airlift. And then what you're going to do is you are going to build destroyers for your sub hunting, and I would use them more as siege weapons. I haven't really looked at them, so you get a 2 and a 2, and I think you get a 3 and a 3 with the cruiser. And with the cruiser, you get more range, but the offset to that is that the destroyer gets more range. The only thing that the cruiser has when both maxed out is its damage. It does an extra, okay, so it does 20 and I think it does 15. So it does an extra 5 damage against ships. But then you've got to ask yourself, if I'm going to go after cruisers, that means I expect that I'm going to have to assault somebody. I'm going to have to go through and go through a heavy naval battle. Now, if you're going from America to Asia, or Asia to America, or you're going from South America to Europe, that would be something that I would say, okay, yeah, you're going to have a definite naval battle. But if you don't plan on having a naval battle, you'll want to have naval patrol instead of your cruisers to offset your destroyers, and then you're going to want to have an aircraft carrier. And here's the cool thing. So with this aircraft carrier, when you first start out, you get 5, but then it does quick upgrades, so by level 3, you can now put 10, and then this is something else that most people don't realize, you can also put 15. So that means you can have 2 superiority wings and a naval patrol. You can have a naval patrol, a superiority wing, and a naval striker. You can have ASWs. You can have whatever you want on that once you get 3 wings. And I've actually maxed it out, but that was because I was going for a full-on navy. So what I would do is I would probably have 1 or maybe 2 cruisers at most with a destroyer fleet or a task force. Create no more than 2 task force. Have a carrier to support that task force, and you should be plenty fine. And if you build naval patrol just to protect yourself at home in case something gets through your net. But here's the thing: when you start playing a navy game, that encourages other people to start playing a navy game. And so what you're going to end up having to do, and what I had to do when I was Japan, because I keep getting nuked by a disgruntled player, is I had to go through here and I had to search through every single which way, and it took a day worth of my time to do, and it took about 4 to 5 days worth of game time to actually go through. Now I did find him. He happened to have another one that he pulled off of USA. He's just going after me for whatever reason that he's going after me.